Okay, fantastic. So let us begin with the topic, very important topic, very interesting, and you all will be loving it because the type of questions you will come across is purely, first of all, first and the foremost thing that I should tell you that it's a ये दो subjects का संगम है. One is algebra and the second is pure geometry, which geometry in the Euclidean geometry, of course, planar geometry आपको मालूम है बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट है. क्या आपने कभी जैसे ये वाले जो टेस्ट होते हैं इंटरनेशनल ओलंपियाड्स या नेशनल ओलंपियाड्स उसमें ज्योमेट्री का क्वेश्चन बहुत ही सर के ऊपर चला जाता है बिकॉज़ your geometry को handle करना is not that difficult. It's really uphill task sometimes. But if you just do the fusion between the algebra and the geometry, then perhaps it becomes slightly easier and quite you will definitely like it. Because algebra, of course, you all know algebra में क्या होता है? Addition, subtraction, variables, multiplication, division. So everything you do it there. So that's why when we have done the fusion of algebra and geometry, so we actually got the coordinate geometry, or we can also call it as analytic geometry. So where you can do the analysis by virtue of equations. Yes, में equations बनेंगे, इसमें बहुत सारी चीजें बनेंगे, and you will be able to handle such questions. But pure geometry को handle करना is really challenging, of course. So फिलहाल हम बात करेंगे the fusion of algebra and geometry, and they are together combined, so we come across with the coordinate geometry. And coordinate geometry सभी formulas जो geometry के basic structure है वो हम बिल्कुल यहाँ पर use करेंगे, लेकिन by virtue of through algebra, and this is quite interesting, and मुझे लगता है कि सभी को ये चीजें बहुत पसंद हैं, and everybody would like this. Okay. So सबसे पहला जो चीज है coordinate geometry. So I think let us not straightly get down into the straight line or anything like the circles. Or no, it's a big task. I think let us do in a very stratified manner. बहुत ही आराम से हम करेंगे इस टॉपिक, क्योंकि ये टॉपिक का आपको पता है इसका आकलन आप करेंगे, इसकी वेटेज जो है it's quite fantastic. So I believe that इसमें से आप कुछ नहीं छोड़ पाएंगे. So let us do it in a very inclusive manner. So let us begin with सबसे पहले हम coordinates की बात करते हैं. So ऐसे दूसरी बात यहाँ पर जो the frames of reference जो है हमारा frames of reference physics में आपने ये term पढ़ा होगा, क्योंकि you are all science students, so you know that the frame of reference क्या होता है. Frame of reference होता है coordinate system. So coordinate system हमारे पास बहुत सारे हैं. One is this is your Cartesian coordinate system, जिसमें we call this एक plane को दो lines से divide किया. This will be called as x-axis, and this we call as y-axis. These are two orthogonal lines, and the two orthogonal lines they meet at a certain point, and we call that point the origin. Okay. इसके अतिरिक्त we have many more coordinate systems, जैसे कि आपको पता है there is a polar coordinate system also, polar coordinate system. Then we have cylindrical also, and then we have spherical system also. So there are spherical coordinate system. So we don't have only one system जहां पर जिसकी हम बात करेंगे, लेकिन फिलहाल हम बात करेंगे Cartesian coordinate system की. लेकिन but there are many more systems, there are many more frames of reference जहां पर जैसे कि polar coordinate system, we have cylindrical, we have spherical, but we don't have to deal it here now. यहाँ पर ये physics में काफी यूज होता है, cylindrical होता है, spherical होता है. polar of course polar का हम वैसे भी आपने पढ़ा हुआ है polar, क्योंकि जब आपने कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर पढ़ा है तब आपने इन दोनों का क्या किया है, इन दोनों कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम्स का क्या किया, कन्वर्जन करा, ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन किया. ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन इन द सेंस कि लाइक you were given some points in the Cartesian system, you convert it into the polar form, or vice versa. If there is a point given in the if there are coordinates given in the polar form, you got it converted into the Cartesian form. That was the beauty of that. जैसे हम complex algebra की बात करेंगे. So cylindrical and spherical, it is it is three-dimensional. But planar की बात करेंगे हैं. अभी हमारा ये जो coordinate geometry है, we have to confine our interest only to a plane, and plane, two dimensions. So therefore, अगर हम Cartesian coordinate system की बात करेंगे, this is your x, this is your y, and there is some point in the plane. It can vary over the plane. Let us, for instance, say that this is the point in the plane, and x, y we call is a ordered pair. Ordered pair मतलब क्या हुआ? The first number here designates the abscissa. It means abscissa, and here y stands for ordinate, and the combined name of this point is known as the coordinates of this point. And similarly, polar form में ऐसा ही होता है. Polar form में क्या होता है? Polar form में the coordinates of a point are r and theta. What is r? R is the length or the distance of the point from the origin. Okay, and theta is the angle which this line makes with a certain reference line. यहाँ पर कोई x-axis, y-axis नहीं होता. This is the initial line. We call this as an initial line. And initial line के respect में कितना angular displacement है, that we measure as theta, that we denote as theta. So the coordinates of the point in Cartesian coordinate system is pxy, and similarly in the polar form, it is pr theta, where r is the distance of the point. Is known as the pole. It's known as the pole, and this is known as this point is known as the polar. This point is pole, and this distance is known as the polar. क्या बोलते हैं इसको? इसको बोलते हैं pole. About which, because इस point के respect में ये move करता है, चाहे clockwise में, चाहे anti-clockwise में, उसकी अभी हम बात नहीं करेंगे. We call this as the pole, and this distance is known as polar. क्या बोलते हैं? Polar. And we call this as the polar coordinate system, and this is the Cartesian coordinate system. So, as I said, there are many more systems, but this is cylindrical, this is three-dimensional. Cylindrical के coordinates of a point क्या होता है? X, Y, and R, theta, and Z. क्या होता है? R, theta, and Z. And spherical में क्या होता है? R, theta, and phi. This is known as azimuth. But हमें नहीं चाहिए ये सब कुछ, because अब आप खुद ही देख सकते हैं यहाँ पर ये point कहाँ पर? This is in space. This is not in plane, because you can look at how many coordinates of this point are there. This is A, B, and C. I mean X, Y, and Z. That means three-dimensional. So it's going to be in 3D. And similarly, R, theta, and phi. This is also 3D. We don't have to deal it here, but we are more interested in planar geometry, and planar geometry means it's a plane confined within one plane. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. So let us now get down with this coordinate geometry. सबसे हम पहले हम point के बारे में, point को पूरा exhaust करेंगे. उसके बाद फिर हम straight line की तरफ move करते हैं. ठीक है? So सबसे पहला चीज जो है, let us now draw this. It's a plane. Look at this. A plane with two lines, orthogonal line. This is x and this is y. There's some point P in the plane, and the coordinates of the plane of the point are x and y. If you just draw the perpendicular from this, like this is a perpendicular. You know what is this? This is your y. And what about this? This is your x. So what is the x? It's the distance of the point from the y-axis, and what is y? Is the distance of the point from the x-axis. So we call this as abscissa. We call this as coordinate. Okay. So this is, for instance, the point. Now, where x is known as abscissa and y is known as the ordinate, and we have the combined name for this. We call this as the coordinates of the point. Coordinates of a point. And this beautiful, the combination of algebra and geometry was given by Descartes. So he was a Greek mathematician, and he found that this is something which we can use in place of pure geometrical concepts. Pure geometry is managed as a pure geometry को थोड़ा सा handle करना is slightly difficult, not easy for every one of us. Though हमने geometry पढ़ा है, लेकिन but अगर आपने आरएमओ का क्वेश्चन देखा होगा या मान लीजिए इंटरनेशनल ओलंपियाड्स के क्वेश्चन होंगे, वहां पर प्योर अलजेब्रा एंड ज्योमेट्री पे फोकस रहता है। तो वही मैं कह रहा हूँ, ज्योमेट्रिकल हमारे देखिए आप now you can see that क्या ज्योमेट्री और ट्रिगो में कौन सा आसान है? Obviously trigonometry, because trigonometry में क्या होता है, एकदम से एंगल बना दिया, साइड्स ढूंढ लिए, we find चाहे वो डिस्टेंस फाइंड करना होगा, चाहे whatever we may have to find एंगल फाइंड करना। लेकिन कोऑर्डिनेट सॉरी प्योर ज्योमेट्री थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट होता है, that we are not able to handle. Anyways, ready discuss, that's why we call it the Cartesian. This is Cartesian. The last few syllables of this term, of this name, Descartes, is given to the system of axes, this is x axis and this is y axis, and this whole system is known as the Cartesian way. क्योंकि distance कहीं से भी distance find करने के लिए we need some reference point. Let's say for example, there's some, if I'm here standing here, I have to find a distance. So if somebody would tell you what is the distance of you from where, so unless I have the system of coordinates, तो मैं किसके respect में अपना distance find करूँ, unless I know it, तब तक हम distance find नहीं कर सकते। So here, rudimentary of unit, let's say that we know it better. So let's now move to the first part, first thing, that is distance between the 2 points. Distance between the 2 points. So you all would be knowing, that is, look at this. We have the 2 points in the plane, like this is 1 point and this is another point. This is A with the coordinates x1, y1, and this is B with the coordinates x2, y2. And what is the distance that you all know? Look at this. This is quite simple. So this is your, this is AL, this is BM, and this is AM. This is 90 degree. This is Pythagoras method. यहाँ पर use कर सकते हैं, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है. What is this? This is what is AN equal to? It is what? x2 minus x1. And what is Bn equal to y2 minus y1? Now you can use the Pythagoras theorem. So therefore, the distance, we write it as modulo. The distance can never be negative, and therefore it's going to be x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So this is your distance between the 2 points. Is that clear to you? So this is the first formula, that is the distance between the 2 points. Clear? For example, if we have a certain circle here, what is, if there's a triangle inscribed in the circle, this is point A, this is point B, and this is point C. If the coordinates of this point are 1, 5, then it is 1, minus 5, and this is 6, 6. What's the circumcircle? क्या होता है? Circumcircle is somewhere, it is the, this is circumcircle being denoted by S, and you know that this is R, this is R, this is your radius, this is your radius, this is your radius. We call this a circumcircle. Now, can we find the coordinates of the point S? Yes, of course we can, because if we keep the coordinates of this point as h comma, we are simply x comma y. This distance is same as this distance is same as this distance. So therefore, we can compare the two distances. Like we know that it is distance SA is equal to SB is equal to SC. Okay, हम ये distance भी find कर सकते हैं. And we can also find the radius of this circle as well. Because these three vertices of this triangle, which is inscribed in a circle, are given as 1, 5, 1 minus 5, and 6, 6. So it's quite simple. So either SA is equal to this, or simply you can also say that SA square is equal to SB square is equal to SC square, and therefore, what is SA square? किसके बराबर है? It is x minus 1 square plus y minus 5 square. Then that's equal to x minus 1 square plus y plus 5 square is equal to it is x minus 6 square plus y minus 6 square. Now, अब क्या करेंगे? You have a choice. You can compare. You can do the equality between. You can take first two or you can take last two. First two करेंगे, यहाँ से आपको units of value of x और because elimination process से क्या मिलेगा? Either you get the value of x, you get the value of y. Similarly, उसके बाद यहाँ पर हम जाएंगे तो यहाँ से हमें जो इन दोनों में से हमें x या y आ चुका है या there is a relation between x and y, वो हम यहाँ पर उपयोग करेंगे when we take, मान लीजिए this is 1, this is 2 and this is 3. If we take 1 and 2 first, once we get some relation between x and y, fine, and then we take 2 and 3, there is also some relation between x and y. Then we will, do the integration process between these two, because here it will be a relation between x and y. Here it will be a relation between x and y, and therefore we can solve these two equations, and therefore we get the point. We get the coordinates of this point s, and therefore once the coordinates of this point s are known, we can find the radius of the circumcircle. So this is your distance formula. Is that clear? Is that clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. So this is the first thing, that is your distance, that is with respect to the distance formula. So distance formula, you can always, जैसे मान लीजिए you have the 2 points, this is point A, this is मान लीजिए A comma B, and this is something like point B, this is A, no, x is A comma 0, and this is minus A comma 0. And if you want to find if you want to find the angle bisector, I mean the equation of the perpendicular bisector. Look here, perpendicular bisector का locus क्या होता है? I mean, what is the equation? It's of course a straight line. So because you see that we have, this is y-axis, this is x-axis. If we have taken 2 points which are equidistant from the origin, look at this. This is origin. Here, modulus of OA is equal to mod of OB, because you know that this distance is A and this distance of OA. Coordinates minus A बेशक है, लेकिन distance तो plus ही रहेगा. This will not be negative. And in case we want to find the equation of this line, so what you will do? You will simply put, इसके coordinates क्या होंगे? बताइए. इसके coordinates क्या होंगे? It will be 0, k. Correct? 0, k. Then find the locus of this line. Because this is y-axis, so x will be equal to 0. Fine. Now, अब क्या करेंगे? You will find the distance. Okay, ये तो मैंने उनके reference plane पे ले लिया मैंने. You can find the distance. This distance, this is the same as this. Because you know that it's not here only. Here distance same है. Then you can choose any point. You can choose any point. You can choose any point here. You can choose here. You can choose there. And when you join all these points, जहाँ पर ये distance इन दोनों का same है, and when you join these points, you get a straight line. So, is the locus of this moving point, locus of a point, if a point moves with respect to the system of points. So then, if we join all these points, we get an equation, we get a straight line. And what is the equation? Now you can understand here. So it is modulus of PA is equal to modulus of PB. So, आप बता सकते हैं इसको या square कर दीजिए, doesn't matter. So it's going to be what? It's going to be a square plus k square is equal to, what about this? What about this? It is a square plus k square, okay? 0, k. Come on, it's a, h not. Let's take a general point here. देखिए, यहाँ पर हम h, k लेते हैं, and this is some point a. You can take minus a, 0, for example. This is b. This is a, 0. Okay. Now this distance and this distance will be same. So what's going to be there? It's p point. PA square is equal to PB square. Though it's not a square, but then the square. Squaring both sides. So this will be h plus a square plus k square is equal to, what about this? H minus a square plus k square. K square will be right. What about this? ये क्या होगा? ये होगा h square plus 2ah plus a square is equal to h square minus 2ah plus a square. Look at this. This and this will go. A square will go. This is 4ah is equal to 0. Though 4a cannot be 0, so therefore h is equal to 0. What is h? H is equal to x is equal to 0. So this means x is equal to 0 means y x is correct. It was not to be done like this. It was to be taken as x, k. Anyways, so x is equal to 0 का मतलब हुआ is a straight line. The perpendicular bisector because the 2 points which are equidistant from the origin, like which are equidistant from the origin, this and this. So what will be the perpendicular? What will be the locus of the perpendicular bisect of this line joining the points A and B with respect to the origin? So ये देखिए आप, this is your x is equal to 0 का मतलब होता है it's your y axis, correct? It's a y axis. So this is another possibility of the question that we have find the angle bisect. Sorry, find the perpendicular bisect. Find the locus of the perpendicular bisector joining the 2 points A and B with the coordinates given over here. ठीक है, या तो अगर कोई भी, it's not necessary कि हम x axis पे ही पॉइंट लेंगे. Let us say that कोई भी 2 पॉइंट्स ले लीजिए, मान लीजिए A and this is B. आपने कॉम्प्लेक्स में तो पढ़ा होगा, देखिए बेटा, look at this complex में पढ़ा होगा. Let the fx's of point A is Z1. Okay. Same thing happens in complex algebra. Complex algebra में क्या होता है कि like we have a point A with the fix Z1 and we have a point B with the fix Z2, and this is the perpendicular bisect that we get distance or distance segment. Then we have to find the locus of the perpendicular bisect joining between the point A1 and AZ1 and BZ2. Let it be the general point Z. So therefore, look at this. If we join them, this distance and this distance will be the same. इसका क्या मतलब हुआ? That is mod of PA is equal to mod of PB. So mod of PA किसके बराबर होता है? That is mod of Z minus Z1. That is, you see the distance between the 2 points in the complex algebra is Z minus Z1, and this is equal to Z minus Z2. And if we do the squaring, you know that if we do the squaring on both sides, what will happen now? आपको मालूम है mod Z square किसके बराबर है? Anybody who can tell me what is the mod Z square equal to? It is Z into Z conjugate. We all know that. So it's going to be Z minus Z1 into Z minus Z1 whole conjugate is equal to Z minus Z2 into Z minus Z2 the whole conjugate. And you can also do Z minus Z1 into Z conjugate minus Z1 conjugate is equal to Z minus Z2 into Z conjugate minus Z2 conjugate. Okay. So what will happen? You see that if you just take the multiple Z into Z conjugate minus Z1 into Z conjugate minus Z into Z1 conjugate plus modulus of Z1 square, because Z1 into Z1 conjugate is mod of Z1 square. Similarly, on the right hand side, it will be Z into Z conjugate minus Z2 into Z conjugate minus Z into Z2 conjugate plus mod of Z2 square. Look at this and this will go. Now, what you can do is you transpose this over here. जब ये यहाँ पर आएगा तो ये क्या बनेगा? Z into या तो यहाँ पर ये लेके आएंगे, ठीक है ये. So it will become Z2 minus Z1 Z conjugate. Then what is this? अब ये हमने लाया यहाँ पर, इसको भी यहाँ पर लेके आओ, इसको भी यहाँ पर लेके आओ, ये क्या बनेगा? Plus Z into Z2 conjugate minus Z1 conjugate, then plus modulus of Z1 square minus modulus of Z2 square is equal to 0. You know that this is alpha मान लीजिए. This is going to be alpha into Z conjugate plus whatever this. अगर alpha को इससे complex alpha is equal to Z2 minus Z1. तो अगर हम इसके conjugate करेंगे तो alpha conjugate किसके बराबर होगा? Z2 conjugate minus Z1 conjugate. Now therefore it's going to be alpha conjugate Z plus ये तो your real number है, it's going to be equal to 0. Now look at this. You know what is this one? It's not A, it's not alpha. It could be A Z conjugate plus A conjugate Z plus B equal to 0. You know, अगर आपने complex number पढ़ा होगा और complex geometry पढ़ा होगा, so this is the equation of the straight line. It's the equation of a straight line in complex algebra, and ये भी एक perpendicular bisector. Similarly, जैसा हमने यहाँ पर बताया. अब देखिए कॉम्प्लेक्स और इसमें क्या अंतर है? यहाँ पर कोई पॉइंट है, इसके 2 कोऑर्डिनेट्स हम लिखते हैं, इसमें भी लिख सकते हैं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं, बिकॉज़ z इंटरवल इज कंपोज्ड ऑफ व्हाट? x, y. पता है आपको? z इज इंटरवल कंपोज्ड ऑफ a point. with the coordinates x comma y, because you know the complex number x is equal to x, that is equal to x plus I, right? But यहाँ पर जब हम complex में ये करते हैं, तो we don't take, I mean, we on the surface we see that it is z, but internally z is also composed of real part and imaginary part. That you all know. So it was needless to show you. But ये चीज मैं जानना चाहता हूँ, मतलब क्योंकि आपने पढ़ा है कि how to find the equation of a perpendicular bisector joining the 2 points A and B. So therefore, the perpendicular bisector is a straight line. You can see that complex algebra में equation of the straight line is AZ conjugate plus A conjugate Z plus B equal to 0. यहाँ पर A क्या है? A is a complex number, A belongs to complex and B belongs to real number. You can see modulus of Z squared is a real number and modulus of Z squared is a real number. So real minus real is again a real number. So B is real and A is complex in nature. Did you understand that? Hello. Somebody understand it?
Yes, sir.
Fine. देखिए अगर जब आप क्योंकि ये कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम आप पढ़ रहे हैं कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री पढ़ रहे हैं तो सिमिलरली आपको पता है कि कंप्लेक्स अलजेब्रा में हमारे पास कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री होता है जिसमें इक्वेशन स्ट्रेट लाइन होता है सर्कल होता है पैरामीट्रिक नॉट मेनी थिंग्स आर देयर बिकॉज़ दैट इज क्योंकि क्वेश्चन वहां से भी आने की संभावना होती है दैट यू शुड नेवर फॉरगेट बिकॉज़ चाहे वो मेंस में हो या फिर एडवांस में हो यू कैन डेफिनेटली गो टू क्वेश्चन क्योंकि इस बार एडवांस में क्वेश्चन आया था कि it was a set S consisting of x comma y which complex number दिया था and therefore एक relation दिया था between the two complex numbers. तो वहां पर find the equation आ गया था find the distance between z1 and z2 where z1 and z2 belongs to S. So since I don't remember what was the equation given out there, लेकिन क्योंकि लास्ट में equation आया था in terms of x and y it was something xy equal to 1. So xy equal to 1. तो हमने उसमें हमने क्या किया you know that xy equal to 1 you know क्या आप बता सकते हैं कि इक्वेशन किसकी है anybody who can tell me what is the equation xy equal to 1
Rectangular hyperbola.
Hyperbola.
yes
Rectangular hyperbola.
absolutely correct rectangular hyperbola बहुत खूब और rectangular hyperbola ये बनता है यहाँ और ये बनेगा यहाँ ठीक है ना and यहाँ पर देखिए this has two branches of the curve one is this now you can see that it always this branch will always pass to the point 1 comma 1 and this branch will always pass to the point well ये कौन सा point होगा -1 comma -1 and let us say this is z1 and let us say that this is z2 so therefore if you just find the distance between the two what is going to happen mod of z1 minus z2 किसके बराबर होगा this simply is going to be 1 plus 1 whole square plus 1 plus 1 whole square that's equal to 2 plus 2 1 plus 2 2 square that's 4 plus 4 that's equal to 8 so हमें उस क्वेश्चन में पूछा था z1 minus z2 का स्क्वायर and what is the distance between the two complex numbers that belong to the set S ठीक है ना that's equal to 8 it was a beautiful question over there क्योंकि उसने क्या था वो सिंपल सा क्वेश्चन था कि लेकिन अल्टीमेटली आपको क्वेश्चन xy minus xy is equal to 1 पे रिड्यूस हो के आता है पर xy minus equal to 1 के बाद हम क्या करेंगे ऑब्वियसली इसका रेक्टेंगुलर हाइपरबोला एंड रेक्टेंगुलर हाइपरबोला है तो फिर हमने इसको ऐसे प्लॉट किया this is 1 1 this so let us say that this is one complex number that is passed with the coordinates 1 comma 1 and complex number 2 z2 with the coordinates -1 comma -1 and you find that this is going to be 8 so this was the question in advanced 2020 this year and in paper 2 I think paper 2 में था खैर तो मेन जो चीज है डिस्टेंस फॉर्मूला हर जगह आपको यूज करना है सो दिस ये तो बुनियादी चीज है लेकिन अल्टीमेटली डिस्टेंस फॉर्मूला बहुत जगह आपको यूज करना है सो यू ऑल नो इट्स वेल हाउ टू calculate how to find the distance between two points anyways now let's move now to the second part that is the section formula section formula पता है आपको कि section formula there are three things number one that is first is the internal division Okay, internal division है, second is external division, and third is division, and third one is the midpoint formula, So आप लोगों को मालूम है ये सब कुछ कि internal division जैसे you have a straight line here joining between the 2 points, A with the coordinates origin, A with the coordinates x1, y1, B with the coordinates x2, y2. And there is some internal point somewhere, I don't know, let us say that it's point P. But this P, divides the line segment AB in a certain ratio, M is to N, okay? You just drop the perpendicular here, okay? So अब इसमें क्या करना है आपको find करना. So can you tell me it is a PL and PBM and P fine. So मुझे बताइए what is AL equals? AL is equal. Let's say that the coordinates of point P are these are the general coordinates because ये दो fixed points हैं and this point is a moving point fixed. I mean this is I mean here the coordinates of x and y. I mean point P we have to find, so let's assume that it's x comma y. So this is what x minus x1 and this is what x2 minus x1. And what about this? P L किसके बराबर होता है? Y minus y1. What about this? y2 minus 1. So आप लोगों ने ये चीज तो फाइंड किया होगा. You all know that. What are the coordinates now? इसमें क्या करेंगे? कुछ नहीं, बहुत सिंपल सा है. Just AP upon PB is equal to, now you can do it, is equal to AL upon PM is equal to PL upon BM. So एक एक करके इसको इसके साथ करो, because AP upon BP is equal to M upon N is equal to, what is AL equal to? X minus x1 upon x2 minus x1, x2 minus x. And similarly, इन दोनों को combine करेंगे, यहाँ से हमें क्या मिलेगा? M upon N is equal to M upon N is equal to y minus y1 upon y2 minus y. Because these are two similar triangles, and similar triangles make out there. The sides are in proportion. That's what we have all done over here. So M upon N, the hypotenuse upon hypotenuse is equal to base upon base, hypotenuse upon hypotenuse is equal to perpendicular upon perpendicular. And this will give us how many equations? दो equations यहाँ से मिलेंगी, and then you do the cross multiplication to eliminate x. So x का value क्या आएगा? It will be mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n, and similarly y का value क्या होगा? my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. So this is the internal division. So therefore the coordinates of point P will be mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n and my2 plus ny1 upon m plus 1. It's not necessary that every time you take m and n, no means, because you see that if our ratio m is to n है, ठीक है? So इसको थोड़ा सा हल्का करने के लिए to do the things quite fast, what you do is n से divide करो इसको, ये n upon n 1 बन गया और m upon n है ना, तो internally it is m upon n ratio. Let us say that it is k and this is 1, yeah, lambda is to 1, as per your convenience, जो कि वहाँ पर आपको समझ आ जाएगा. So if we divide this the numerator and denominator by n, it will become m upon n. What is m upon n? It's going to be lambda. So lambda x2 plus x1 upon, यहाँ पर भी m upon n plus 1, so it is lambda plus 1, and lambda y2 plus y1 upon lambda plus 1. So depending upon your convenience, आप चाहे m upon n ले लीजिए या फिर lambda is to 1. But चूंकि lambda आपको पता है, lambda is composed of what? Again, it's m upon n. You see that? It's inside. This is the ratio m by n. So therefore, if lambda will turn out to be 2 upon 3, then it's going to be lambda upon 1 क्या होगा? 2 upon 3 is to 1. That's equal to 2 upon 3. Fantastic. So ठीक है. अगर if lambda is positive, listen here. If lambda is positive, इसका मतलब होता है internal division. ठीक है? Lambda positive का मतलब होता है internal division. समझ आ गया आपको? This is number 1. Did you understand that? So internal division के लिए lambda का value, मैंने कहा है कि sometimes it's not necessary to take always m upon n. You can even take lambda is 1 just to make the computation or to make the calculation a bit more simple. तो आप lambda ले सकते हैं और simplify इसको करेंगे. But lambda internally क्या है? It's composed of a fraction or it's a ratio It can be 2:1, 2:3, or it can be 1:2, anything it can be there. But rather than positive है, it pertains to internal division. Take it. And next, shall I remove this? Shall I remove this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then another one is your external division. Number 2 is external division. So external division में क्या करेंगे आप? It's quite simple. Because we don't need to do it again here. Look at this. This is A with the coordinates x1, y1, and this is B with the coordinates x2, y2. And let us say that now the ratio is n is to what? Earlier it was actually internal division. So coordinates on this point x5 is given. So B internal is equal to what we have to define, it is mx2 plus nx1, mx2 plus nx1 upon sum of the ratios m plus n, and it is my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n, correct? Now external division के लिए क्या करना है? Simply change n का जो value है, you can change it to minus n. So it is mx2 minus nx1 upon m minus n, and my2 minus ny1 upon m minus n. So this is the external division, okay? इसीलिए मैंने कहा था कि इसमें क्या आएगा? यहाँ पर किससे हम डिवाइड करें? मान लीजिए यहाँ पर if we divide by minus x, so it's going to be minus m upon n x2 plus x1 upon minus m upon n plus 1, correct? ठीक है? Similarly यहाँ पर हुआ minus m upon n y2 plus y1 divided by minus m upon n plus 1. So if it is m upon n, agar lambda hai, so it's going to be sure. What is this? It's minus lambda, okay? Because fine. So ye aa gaya aapka external division. And the third, the last one is the midpoint. Midpoint, though, that you know, ratio is 1:1. Take that now. It's a x1 y1, and this is b x2 y2. So what is the midpoint? Of course, you know that this is point P with the coordinates x, 1. So P के coordinates क्या होंगे? P midpoint will be 1x2, 1x1 plus 1x2, that is x1 plus x2 divided by sum of ratios 2, and similarly y1 plus y2 upon 2. So this is your section formula. Okay. So this is your section formula. So section formula में क्या करना है? Actually बस ये 3 formulas याद रखना है, internal division और external division के लिए आप simply n को minus n से replace कर सकते हैं. And then the midpoint के लिए the ratio is always 1:1 because this is in the lowest fraction. It could be 2:2, 3:3, but that is unnecessary because we don't. Since because the lowest fraction हम क्या लिख सकते हैं? Lowest fraction हम क्या लिख सकते हैं? It's always 1:1. So this is your section formula and the distance formula. We did it. Okay. Then third one, section formula भी बहुत जगह काम आता है बेटा. कैसे? You know it better. सबसे पहले बात हम अब करेंगे. देखिए अभी हम various centers of a triangle. Various centers of a triangle. बहुत सारे, there are so many centers which you know. अब उनके नाम क्या-क्या हैं? सबसे पहले आ गया आपका centroid. क्या आ गया आपका centroid? What is a centroid? That you denote by G. Okay, centroid. Centroid is what? It is when the three medians, the point where the three medians are concurrent. Median आपको मालूम होना चाहिए. Median का मतलब होता है the midpoint of BC, that is D. If we join AD, it becomes a median. Similarly, if we have AC, इसका midpoint आ गया E, and if we join BE, the point of intersection or the point of concurrency of the two medians, because point निकालने point के लिए तो minimum 2 lines की भी requirement होती है. 3 अगर मान लीजिए तीसरा भी आप join करेंगे, so it will be like this. So the third, so this is the point of concurrency of the three medians, and this is represented by GXY. This is known as the median. ठीक है? And as per the geometry, you all know that median divides median divides the median, sorry, the centroid divides the median in the ratio of 2:1. This is by geometry, okay, pure geometry. So the centroid divides the median in the ratio of 2:1. So first of all, let's take the coordinates of the point A as x1, y1, point B, x2, y2, and C point के coordinates क्या होंगे x3 and y3. So these are the midpoints. Since मैंने अभी कहा कि the median is something that line segment joining the vertex and the median and the midpoint of the opposite side, that is BC. And D point के coordinates क्या होंगे x2 plus x3 upon 2 and y2 plus y3 upon 2. Then चूंकि ये जो centroid है अपना centroid divides the median in the ratio of 2:1, यहाँ पर section formula यूज कर सकते हैं. Section formula बहुत simple है, इसको बिल्कुल opposite में जाएगा. So therefore centroid के coordinates क्या होंगे बेटा? Just checking. It is 1 into x1, it's 1 into x1 plus 2 into this x2 plus x3 upon 2 whole divided by the sum of the ratios, that is 2 plus 1 plus 2, and similarly 1 by 1 plus 2 y2 plus y3 upon 2 divided by 1 plus 2. So therefore the centroid G will have the coordinates as x1 plus x2 plus x3 upon 3, and this is cancel, and y1 plus y2 plus y3 upon. So this is the arithmetic mean, basically. Arithmetic mean of abscissa, or G is equal to AM of abscissas, AM of xi's, and this is AM of yi's, because आपको पता है x1 plus x3 क्या है? There are 3 terms, and if we divide with sum, if we take the sum and divide by 3, it's a mean, arithmetic mean of x1, x2, and x3, and this is abscissa, this is ordinate. So this is the centroid of a triangle. This is the first center. In fact, we have एक ही करके हम करेंगे. So पहला ये आ गया centroid. यहाँ पर भी हमने section formula यूज करा. Section formula से ही हमें centroid की coordinates मिलेगी. Clear? Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So shall I remove this? Shall I remove this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then second center is your in center. क्या बोलते हैं इसको? In center. What is the in center? Can anybody of you tell me what's an in center? What is it? What this in center would be? Like, say, if we have a triangle like this A with the coordinates x1, y1, this is B vertex x2, y2, and this is vertex C x3, y3. This is the length of the side opposed to A. This is angle A, this is angle B, and this angle C. So this is the length of the side opposed to A, this is the length of the side opposed to B, and this is the length of the side opposed to C. So A, B, and C, small a, B, and C are the lengths of the sides opposed to A, B, and C respectively. Now what you do is you just draw the internal bisector of this. इसका internal bisector मतलब हुआ ये angle और ये angle बिल्कुल it's A by 2 and this A by 2. Okay. Similarly, there is another angle bisector from the angle B. जब ये दो angle bisectors they meet here at point I, we call it I, with the coordinates x, y. So look at this. This is not the median. This is not. I mean, this point is point B, and this is point is E. Okay, fine. So this is your length of the side opposite. So IXY is this is a congruence or the concurrency of the point of intersection of the angle bisectors. Look at this. This is also same as this. Similarly with the negative from here, 2 points target. 2 points का intersection, 2 lines का intersection. So how do we find it? Because angle bisector आपको मालूम होना चाहिए. Angle bisector क्या होता है? So look at this. This is angle bisector. इसका मतलब हुआ this is bisecting a certain ratio. कौन सा ratio होगा? So look at this. BD upon DC. BD upon DC is equal to AB upon AC. Okay. And AB upon AC. What is AB? That is C, and AC कितना हुआ? That is B. Fine. Or we can do one more thing. DC upon BD is equal to B upon C. Yeah, I see the BD upon DC. Now you can see that इसका मतलब therefore इसका मतलब हुआ BD is to DC is equal to C is to B. मतलब हुआ कि BD over DC किस रेशियो में जब हमने एंगल बाइसेक्टर को ड्रॉ किया and it met the line BC at point D. Now D is in the middle of B and C. So D ने BC को किस रेशियो में डिवाइड करना? C is to B ratio में, ठीक है? Now we can get the we can find the coordinates of point D. So let us say what are the coordinates of point D? बताइए शाबाश. Coordinates of point D किसके बराबर होंगे? Section formula that is CX3 or BX2 cross BX2 plus CX3 upon B plus C and BY2 plus CY3 upon B plus C. So here we got the coordinates of this point. Here I get point D के coordinates BX2 plus CX3 upon B plus C and BY2 plus CY3 upon B plus C. Fantastic. Now, ये तो हमें पता चल गया. Now let's find BD. इस क्या find करेंगे? BD. So let's see how we can do this equation first. तो बेटा मुझे बताइए, if we take the reciprocal of equation 1, क्या बनेगा? DC upon BD is equal to B upon C. If we add 1 to the on both sides, so it's going to be BD plus DC upon BD is equal to B plus C upon C. And BD plus DC is equal to A. That you know, that's the length of BC. That's A upon BD is equal to B plus C upon C. So therefore, BD is equal to AC upon B plus C. So beta, this is what we got. BD हमें मिला. अब again, we can consider this triangle. Which one? ABD. In triangle ABD. This is known to us. This is known to us. Now ABD हमने triangle लिया. Look at this. BI is the angle bisector of angle B. Therefore, DI upon IA. What is that equal to? DI upon IA किसके बराबर हुआ? Can you tell me? DI upon IA, that's equal to BD upon BA. BD upon BA. What is BD equal to? AC upon B plus C upon A and A will cancel, so it is C upon B plus C. So DI, this now DI, DA is divided by I in such a ratio. What is that? C is to B plus C. Now, ratio हमें पता है, ये coordinate D के पता है, इसके coordinates पता है, we can find the value of x and y. We can find the in-center now. Just tell me, what is the in-center coordinates of in-center? Look here. It is going to be CX1. Sorry, this is AC upon B plus C. AC upon B plus C. So, BD किसके बराबर है? BD upon BA. BA is C. I'm sorry, it is C. C or C cancel. This is going to be A upon B plus C. So this is A upon B plus C. Now this will I will divide BA in a certain ratio. What is that ratio? A is to B plus C. So therefore, coordinates of I will be, look here. यहाँ पर section formula use होगा. This is the internal point. So internal point का section formula आपको मालूम है. This is AX1 plus B plus C times the coordinates x coordinate of point D. This is point D. So BX2 plus CX3 upon B plus C divided by A plus B plus sum of the ratios A plus B plus C. And similarly, A by 1 plus B plus C times B by 2 plus C by 3 upon B plus C whole divided by A plus B plus C. This and this will go, this and this will go. And here I'm writing the coordinates of I will be AX1 plus BX2 plus CX3 upon A plus B plus C. And we have A by 1 plus B by 2 plus C by 3 upon A plus B plus C. So here, these are are the coordinates of the incenter. So incenter is the point of intersection of, first of all, you must be knowing that incenter is now the point of intersection of the angle bisectors. And यहाँ पर हमने क्या use किया बेटा? This is the angle bisector theorem. Using here angle bisector theorem. Okay? Angle bisector theorem. So इसी का use हमने किया and we established we got the coordinates of the point I, which is in fact the incenter of the triangle A, B, and C. Correct? आज में आगे, and you know, आपको मालूम होना चाहिए, if we just join this, so if we just draw a circle inside, it will always enclose a circle. It will always enclose a circle inside, and this circle is known as incircle. Incircle, and this is your incenter. Fantastic. So, did you understand? Yes. समझ आ गया ये चीज आपको? So, this is using the angle bisector theorem. We got the coordinates of the point I, which are ax1 plus bx2 plus cx upon a plus b plus c, and ay1 plus by2 plus cy upon a plus b plus c. In this case, the coordinates of a, b, and c will be given, and the lengths of the side opposed to a, b, and c. Now, it's not necessary that the question will be given in this particular form, like coordinates दिए होंगे. It's not necessary. What you can do is, आपको तीन लाइनें दी होंगी. जैसे मान लीजिए ये लाइन है. It could be a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0. It can be a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0, and it can be a3x plus b3y plus c3 equal to 0. It's not necessary that the coordinates will be given to you. It will be in terms of the three sides will be given. The equation of the three sides will be given to you. That is this, and this. So what you need to do is, so you have to find the point of intersection first of all. ये उसके बाद के lengths find that, then all that you can calculate the incenter of the triangle. So this case, the situation becomes slightly difficult because first of all you have to find the point of intersection between this and this. This is line, or you can just do it like this. Take a look. If you have a triangle like this, you have line L1, this L2, and this L3. L1 and L2 को solve करेंगे, ये मिलेगा. L2 L3 को solve करेंगे, ये मिलेगा. This is A, this is B, and this is C. And L1 L3 को solve करेंगे, you can get coordinates of point B. Then coordinates how you get, so you can find the distance, you can find the distance, you can find the distance. And accordingly, this is A, this is B, and this is C. So it is slightly a big task. क्योंकि point of intersection निकालना ही पड़ा. It will not be completed in 2 minutes. But जरूरी नहीं है कि काफी rigorous equation भी होंगी. It will be maybe the equations will be quite simpler, so that this question will be completed within 2 minutes of time. जो कि हर question के लिए fixed time है. तो हो सकता है. But I'm just telling you कि not necessarily. आपको coordinates ही दिए नहीं होंगे वो length. देखिए coordinates दिए होंगे तो length find करना बहुत मुश्किल बात है. It's quite easy. But अगर lines दी होंगी, if we are given the line L1, L2, and L3, then in that case it becomes slightly difficult. Just not difficult, but time consuming. Because in this case, first you have to find the coordinates for the three points, the distances, and then you can apply the formula, this to find the incenter. Okay? Fine. So this is your incenter. Did you understand that? Centroid and incenter. Did you got it? Tell me quickly.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Then similarly, we have the excenters. क्या बोलते हैं उसको? Excenters. What are excenters? Just look at this. They just don't panic with that. अभी थोड़ा सा मतलब एक हर एक चीज को understand कर लीजिए. When the understanding is, when you have the proper solidarity, in concepts, when your concepts are, crystal clear, फिर कोई भी क्वेश्चन देखिए, मैं आपको एक चीज बता दूं कि मेंस एग्जाम या फिर एडवांस में हो, क्वेश्चन कोई भी हो, अगर क्वेश्चन ओरिएंटेड स्टडी करना चाहते हैं तो उसमें क्या हुआ, एवरी टाइम व्हेनेवर यू फेस अ न्यू क्वेश्चन you will get बाल खड़े हो जाएंगे, जस्ट बिकॉज क्योंकि वो क्वेश्चन उसका नेचर अलग, उसकी बनावट अलग, तो क्योंकि आप कंसेप्ट से अप्रोच नहीं कर रहे हैं तो मे बी स्लाइटली डिफिकल्ट फॉर यू टू हैंडल न्यू क्वेश्चन. बट अगर आपने 10-15 क्वेश्चन एक टाइप के किए होंगे, डजंट मीन कि आप हर एक क्वेश्चन कर पाएंगे. नो, अगर आपका क्वेश्चन की स्लाइड थोड़ा ट्विस्ट होके आ जाएगा, you are absolutely gone there. So better है कि हमारे concepts में आस्था हो. Let us have more, relevant use of concepts. उसके बाद चाहे question कोई भी हो, you can always write question. ठीक है, आपको उसकी understanding, उसकी जानकारी पता चल जाएगी. ठीक, because known questions मुझे नहीं लगता है कि every time you will get the same kind of question. No, थोड़ा twist रहता है, थोड़ा सा बनावट में difference रहता है. तो आपको concepts proper होने चाहिए, तब जाके आप question को संभाल सकते हैं. The third is the excenters. Excenters. Now we have one excenter, but you will have three excenters. Look how कैसे होता है? Excenters कैसे होते हैं? If we draw this triangle, this is point A, this is point B. I mean, this is vertex A, vertex B, and vertex C. With the coordinates x1, y1, this is x2, y2, and this is x3, y3. Okay. अब यहाँ पर excenters कैसे बनेंगे? तो we have this is side A, this is length of the side A, length of the side BC, this is B, which is the length of side C, and this is C, length of the side A. अब A का internal bisector हम लेंगे. Okay, it's here. Now, what we do next is we will just draw the external bisector. See, you know that ये अगर यहाँ पर भी होता तो internal bisector could have an internal bisector. लेकिन there are two angles now. Look at this. अगर ये theta है, what is this angle? This is pi minus theta, because you know that's a straight line. This is the इसको क्या बोलते हैं? Linear pair. One is theta, the second one is pi minus theta. अब इस angle को हम क्या करेंगे? We'll bisect it here. This becomes angle bisector. Similarly, angle C का भी external bisector. And look at this. They all join at this point. This point is known as I1 because it's I1. Similarly, if this is the internal bisector of B here, and look at this, it's got external bisector and it's got external bisector. They're all passing through. So this is I2, and last but not the least, we have C. If we draw the internal bisector of this and the external bisector of this here, and external bisector of this here, they meet here, and this is I3. This is x1, y, this is x, y, and this is x, y. So we have, and look at this at the same time, you would be quite surprised to see that the three bisectors internally, that is the point inside the triangle, they meet at IXY. You know that IXY is nothing but it's what is this? This is known as incenter, and this is known as excenter 1, excenter 2, and excenter 3. So excenter में कुछ करना तो है नहीं, बहुत simple सा है, because you see that this is point D, this is point E, and this is point F. Okay, look at this. If we take the side AB, but the excenter is outside this line, this means that we said, इसको क्या बोलते हैं? Any line. Look at this. आपको पता है external bisector क्या होता है? A, this is B, and this is point B. So this point B divides it in the ratio. ये कितना हुआ? This is M, and this is your N. This is dividing internal. ये हुआ external division. Understand? यहाँ पर लिख सकते हैं. This is XY, and this is X1, Y1. ये तो आपको मालूम है. This is X2, Y2. These are two given points, and this external point divides AB with certain ratio. Understand? Externally, but if it is to be done internally, the external division क्या हुआ? Understand? This is external division, but n is to minus n क्या हुआ? Internal division. इसीलिए हम कहते हैं कि internal division में n को minus n से replace करेंगे, therefore we get the external point. यहाँ पर point क्या है? ये जो point है I1 XY, this is external, outside the line segment AD, and therefore यहाँ पर external division हम use करेंगे. Therefore करना वही है, same चीज जो हमें internal division में करना था. So what are the coordinates of I1? Can you tell me? Simply minus AX1 plus BX2 plus CX3 upon minus A plus B plus C. And minus AY1 plus BY2 plus CY3 upon minus A plus B plus C. This is I1. Similarly, I2. Now you just if you do this I1, now you change B now to minus B. It's going to be AX1 minus BX2 plus CX3 upon A minus B plus C, and similarly AY1 minus BY2 plus CY3 upon A minus B plus C. And finally, I3, you have it's ax1 plus bx2 minus cx3 upon a plus b minus c, and a by 1 plus b by 2 minus c by 3 upon a plus b minus c. So look at this. These are the three excenters, and this is also one incenter, and incenter का तो आपको मालूम है. Incenter अभी हमने बताया था ax1 plus by1 plus c by ax1 plus bx2 plus cx3 upon a plus b plus c, and y का भी बिल्कुल वैसे. लेकिन जब excenters की बात करेंगे, if it is opposed to the vertex A, so A has to be replaced by minus A. If it is opposed to vertex B, B has to be replaced by minus B. If it is opposed to vertex C, C has to be replaced by minus C. So we got incenter, we got excenters as well. So there are three excenters. Okay, and यहाँ पर देख सकते हैं आप, if you join this, it will become three big circles outside. Okay, like this, and similarly, it's circle बनाने की जरूरत नहीं है. It has to touch all the three sides like this. तो कहने का मतलब है कि this is excenter 1, 2 and excenter 3. Okay, तो अगर हम इनको join करेंगे, if you just see, look at this. अगर हम इन excenters को join करेंगे, if this becomes the Beadle equation of a triangle, ये कौन सा triangle बन गया? I1, I2, I3. क्या वो तो हमें property त्रिकोण में जो भी हम चैप्टर थे, properties of triangles की बात करेंगे, तो उसमें भी हम ये चीज पढ़ना, लेकिन not with respect to the coordinates, but वहाँ पर coordinates को कोई लेना देना, वहाँ पर angles and sides की बात हम करेंगे, sides and the angles of a triangle की बात करेंगे. लेकिन यहाँ पर coordinates के द्वारा we find the coordinates of the incenter, we find the coordinates of the excenters 1, 2 and 3. I hope it's clear to you. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Should I remove this?
Yes.
Should
Yes, sir.
I remove? Shall I?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So these are incenter excenters. So अभी और भी centers बाकी हैं. Now there are two more important centers that we should be knowing about. The fourth one is your circumcenter. क्या बोलते हैं इसको? Circumcenter. Circumcenter. ठीक है? Circumcenter क्या होता है बेटा? Tell me. If we have, लेकिन आपको मालूम है कि there is always a circle passing through three non-collinear points. We have three non-collinear points, 1, 2 and 3. We have three non-collinear points. This is ax1 by 1, this is bx2 by 2, and this is cx3 by 3. If we just draw the perpendicular bisector, एक तो perpendicular bisector भी होना चाहिए. मतलब हुआ this is यहाँ पर आर ड्रॉ कर दीजिए, यहाँ पर join this. This is a perpendicular bisector. Okay, यहाँ पर. Similarly, if we draw the perpendicular bisector of AB, it's here. ठीक है. तो यहाँ पर आगे perpendicular. So this is the point here. Now ये perpendicular bisector, दो perpendicular bisector of these two lines AB and BC, the beach somewhere here at this. You know that this side, this distance, you know, it's the. And when you join all the 3 points, when you join all the 3 points, it will be nothing but a circle. Did you understand? So this is your circle. As I said, that there is always a circle passing through the 3 non-collinear points A, B, and C. The coordinates of A are x1 by 1, this is x2 by 2, and x3 by 3. This is point. This is the, you know, this is S x comma y. We call this as circumcenter. Circumcenter, अब मैं थोड़ा फिगर को थोड़ा सा साफ बना दूंगा ताकि ये तो बताने का था कि कैसे बनता है, ये circumcenter कैसे बनता है, क्योंकि आप लोगों को मालूम है. Look at this. This is a circle here, and there is a triangle inside. This is a circumscribed circle or inscribed triangle. Either of the two ways you can C. It is ax1 y1. This is bx2 y2, and this is cx3 y3. इसका परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर ड्रॉ करेंगे तो बेटा यहाँ पर आएगा, यहाँ पर, एंड इसका परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर ड्रॉ करेंगे तो यहाँ पर आएगा, कहीं यहाँ पर आएगा. So it's somewhere here. तो यहाँ पर देखिए, this and this, if you join, it's R, this is R, this is R. You know what is this angle? ये angle कितना है? A. This is 2A. This is B. What about this? 2B. This is C. What about this? 2C. Because angle subtend at the center by chord is twice the angle subtend at any other point on the circumference. So that you all know. That's also geometry. अगर ये angle A है, this is 2A. अगर angle B है, this is 2B. Fine. So देखिए, इसमें अगर हम है, generally इसका एक formula होता है, but we don't use it because हमें coordinates के अलावा we have no other information because ये properties of triangles की बात नहीं है. यहाँ पर हमें और कोई information नहीं except this except the coordinates here because यहाँ पर coordinate system पढ़ रहे हैं, coordinate geometry पढ़ रहे हैं, तो therefore ये सारी चीजें information हमें नहीं मालूम. But still, अगर मान लीजिए sometimes if it's given that angle A, B and C are given, तो उस केस में you have a direct formula that it's going to be x1 sin 2A plus x2 sin 2B plus x3 sin 2C divided by sin 2A plus sin 2B plus sin 2C and y के लिए भी same. But we don't use this formula क्योंकि we are not given the values of A, B and C. हमें नहीं मालूम है A, B and C क्या है, ठीक है? क्योंकि ये कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री है, obviously एंगल्स के बारे में जानकारी आपको बहुत ही कम दी जाएगी. It will not be given to you. So, लेकिन अब हमारे पास क्या ऑप्शन है? What is the option left for us so that we can find the इसको हम कैसे फाइंड करें? बहुत सिंपल सा लॉजिक है. देखिए, अगर मान लीजिए सर्कल आ गया, तो ठीक है. यहाँ पर देखिए ax1 y1, this is bx2 y2, and this is point C x3 y3. What you will do is सबसे पहले इसका मिडपॉइंट फाइंड करेंगे. ऑब्वियसली बी मिडपॉइंट आ गया, मान लीजिए अल्फा बीटा आ गया, इसका मिडपॉइंट करेक्ट. अच्छा, मिडपॉइंट आ गया तो उसके बाद क्या करेंगे? यू विल ड्रॉ द परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर लाइक दिस. परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर ड्रॉ किया हमने. अच्छा, एक और चीज है, वी नो द स्लोप ऑफ BC. वी नो द स्लोप ऑफ BC. देखिए स्लोप ऑफ BC अभी हम नहीं पढ़ रहे, स्ट्रेट लाइन फिर भी आपको जानकारी होगी बिकॉज़ आप पढ़ चुके हैं. स्लोप ऑफ BC किसके बराबर होता है? y3 minus y2 upon x3 minus x2. Let us say it is m. अगर इसका स्लोप m आ गया, what is the slope of this perpendicular बाइसेक्टर? It's going to be minus 1 upon m. And sorry, m1. Similarly, we will find what? इसका middle point, obviously ये point E आ गया, इसका आ गया alpha 1 beta 1, इसका आ गया alpha 2 beta 2 midpoint, and इसका मान लीजिए स्लोप क्या है m2 और इसका स्लोप क्या आ गया -1 upon m2. Now what do we do is point हमें मालूम है, स्लोप हमें मालूम है, we can find the equation. इसका इक्वेशन फाइंड करेंगे, we'll find the equation of this, we'll find the equation of this. दो इक्वेशन को साइमल्टेनियसली सॉल्व करेंगे, we will get the point of intersection, and that point is nothing but the circumference of the triangle A, B and C. ये जो फॉर्मूला है, it will be quite seldom used because कभी-कभार if it is known that angles are also given to us in addition to the coordinates of the points vertices of the triangle. अगर हमें एंगल्स भी मालूम होंगे, so तब हम ये फॉर्मूला लगा सकते हैं और हमारा क्वेश्चन तुरंत हो सकता है. लेकिन हमारा प्रॉब्लम कुछ और है. हमारा प्रॉब्लम ये है कि मान लीजिए अच्छा, this is another situation जहाँ पर coordinates A हैं and nothing else. और तीसरी one situation is that is कि आपको बेटा यहाँ पर 3 लाइंस की इक्वेशन दी है. क्या दी है? 3 लाइंस है L1, L2 and L3 of the triangle. So what you do is बिल्कुल सही. देखो अब आपको यहाँ पर पॉइंट ऑफ यहाँ पर कुछ मिड पॉइंट या ऐसा करने की जरूरत नहीं है. What you do is यहाँ पर आप स्लोप फाइंड. अच्छा हाँ, सबसे पहले आपको तो यहाँ पर तो आप टास्क कुछ ज्यादा ही आ गया. क्यों? क्योंकि यहाँ पर अपने कोऑर्डिनेट्स भी फाइंड करने हैं, मिड पॉइंट भी फाइंड करना है. बेशक स्लोप दिया है, स्लोप इज गिवन. देखिए यहाँ पर स्लोप नहीं पता था लेकिन पॉइंट्स वर गिवन. So that is quite easy task. But यहाँ पर लाइंस दी है and यहाँ पर पहले पॉइंट ऑफ इंटरसेक्शन फाइंड करना है, ये और ये. उसके बाद इसका परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर के मुताबिक इसका स्लोप मान लीजिए 2 है इसका कितना आएगा -1/2 अगर इसका 3 है तो इसका कितना आएगा -1/3 but for that we should also be knowing what the points D and the coordinates of point D and E वो तभी हमें पता चलेगा when these vertices of the triangle are given. So situation देखो in 3 possible ways we can solve the question. Question आपके सामने प्रॉब्लम 3 फॉर्मेट्स में आ सकती है. One, coordinates will be given, simple, मुझे लगता है सबसे सरल. यहाँ पर क्या करेंगे? यहाँ पर वेरीफाई फाइंड करेंगे, इसका स्लोप निकालेंगे, इसका स्लोप चाहिए तो you will find the equation of the straight line. लेकिन इससे भी थोड़ा टास्क डिफिकल्ट यहाँ पर हो गया जब हमें we know the equations of the 3 sides of a triangle, not the vertices. और अगर ये तो सबसे सरल है, अगर मान लीजिए एंगल दिया है, vertices दिए हैं, it makes our task quite easy, and within no time you can find this the circumference of the triangle. Is that clear? I'm just telling you, be prepared for any eventuality. Like it's not, the question cannot be in जैसा आपके दिमाग में आता है, आपके दिमाग में होगा कि भाई question will be purely those या क्या होगा कि vertices दिए होंगे and you will find it. ठीक है, तो ये फॉर्म है. अगर मान लीजिए साइड्स की इक्वेशन दिए होगा तब ऐसा करेंगे. अगर मान लीजिए एंगल्स दिए होगा तो ऐसा करेंगे. So be prepared for everything. तो यहाँ पर हम y का कोऑर्डिनेट क्या लगाएंगे? y1 sin of 2a plus y2 sin 2b and y3 sin 2c upon sin 2a plus sin 2b plus sin 2c. So this is how we find how we obtain the value of the circumcenter. Okay. जब हम सारे सेंटर्स पढ़ेंगे उसके बाद इनके बीच में रिलेशन भी है, तब जरूरी नहीं है कि सर्कमसेंटर ही हमें फाइंड करना होगा. Not necessary, because क्योंकि रिलेशन मालूम है तब कुछ और पैरामीटर्स का हम इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं and we can find the same circumcenter, we can find many more things like that. तो ये समझ आ गया? Did you understand how to find the circumcenter or how your problem can be, how your problem can evolve? It could be in the form of coordinates, or it could be in the form of the equation of the sides, or it could be in the form of coordinates and the angles. तो उस केस में आप हर in every situation, I have told you like how you have to do it. Fine? Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Now the center of the triangle, that is your orthocenter. The last center, that is fifth one, that is your orthocenter. Orthocenter is what? So अभी हमने पढ़ा कि circumcenter is the point of intersection of perpendicular bisectors. What? Perpendicular bisectors. Now orthocenter is, look at this. Orthocenter is something like this is the vertices of a triangle A, x1, y1, b, x2, y2, and c, x3, y3. So what you do is orthocenter क्या होता है? It's the point of intersection of the altitudes, okay, altitudes of a triangle, that is BE. This is perpendicular, this is perpendicular. So you are drawing the perpendicular from A on BC, and this is point D. And similarly, you draw the perpendicular B on AC, and that's point B. And this is the point H, X, Y, where H denotes the orthocenter. So orthocenter is the point of intersection of the altitudes. Now, how will you find it out? So orthocenter को कैसे हम फाइंड करेंगे? बहुत सिंपल सा सब तरीका. मान लीजिए कोऑर्डिनेट्स दिया है और कुछ यहाँ पे एंगल्स भी मालूम है, ठीक है? इसमें भी एक सिंपल सा फॉर्मूला है, that is x1 tan A plus x2 tan B, x3 tan C upon tan A plus tan B plus tan C. But जिसकी हमें कभी यूज तो करना ही नहीं है, we don't have to use, because we don't expect the angles to be given in addition to the coordinates. So therefore, y3 tan C upon tan A plus tan B plus tan C. ये फॉर्मूला तो हम ऐसे ही बता रहे हैं क्योंकि जरूरत कभी-कभार जरूरत पड़ जाए तो you can deploy this formula as well. और जनरली क्या होता है, आपको एक चीज बता दूं. देखो, AD is perpendicular to BC, तो इसका slope पता होगा हमें, पता होगा. Do we know the slope? Slope मान लीजिए इसका होगा 2. What is the slope of this? -1/2. -1/2, and this is the point given. Point and slope is given. You can find the equation. Similarly, what is the slope here? अगर मान लीजिए इसका slope हो गया, इसका slope हो गया 2/3. इसका slope कितना होगा? -3/2. Point is given. You can find the equation. दो equation को simultaneously solve करो, you can get the point of intersection. That is the simplest way of finding the orthocenter. Simplest way of finding the orthocenter. And in addition to this, in addition to that, we have one more formula that I have written straight over here. क्योंकि maybe कभी-कभार, if it is known that the end of the A, B, and C are given to you, so in that case you can use the formula. And देखिए, जरूरी नहीं है कि आपको end of the year होगा, तो उसके लिए भी prepare to find the slope of this. And similarly, if the slope of BC is known to us, we can find the slope of AD. Point is given, we can find the straight line equation AD. Similarly, we can find the equation B. Solving them simultaneously, which will give you the value of x and y, and that x and y will be the coordinates of what? The orthocenter of the triangle. This is clear. So these are all the possible centers which you can have inside a triangle. So the first one is the centroid. The first one is the centroid. The second one is the incenter. The third one, the excenters, I1, I2, I3. Then fourth one is the circumcenter, and the fifth one is the orthocenter. Is that clear? Clear now? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. So अब देखिए यहाँ पर अब एक कंडीशन याद रखिएगा. मैं यहाँ तीन तरह के ट्रायंगल बनाता हूँ. सबसे पहले ट्रायंगल है. सबसे पहले ट्रायंगल here I will draw. You can now at least, because my line work is quite good, so you see that x1, y1, b x2, y2, and c x3, y3. ये तो मुझे लग रहा है it's an equilateral triangle. ठीक है ना? लग रहा है आपको भी equilateral triangle. This is AD, this is BE, and this is it's slightly. This is your. This is CF. This, if it is an equilateral triangle, look at this. ABC is an equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle में, if it is asked, अगर आपसे पूछा जाएगा find the orthocenter. So what you will do? क्या आप orthocenter find करेंगे? No, that would be quite stupid to find the orthocenter, because you can simply find the centroid. Because यहाँ पर आप देखिए, in this particular case, when the triangle is equilateral, so you know that GXY will be as good as IXY will be as good as SXY will be as good as HXY. ठीक है? आपको अगर orthocenter find करना, no need to find the orthocenter, because the simplest way of finding, because GXY is the most simple way, is the most simple point to be obtained by simply doing the arithmetic on the axis and the ordinates, right? So orthocenter find करिए, incenter find करिए, G find करिए. Yeah, because यहाँ पर G, I, H, and S, they are all represented by the same point. This. So this is the case of an equilateral triangle. Now let us move to another type of triangle. What is that? Let us say that it's an isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle कैसे बनाएंगे? Look at this. This is my isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle means क्या होता है? This is A, this is B, this is C. This is coordinates x1, y1. This is B, x2, y2, and C, x3, y3. Okay. Well, what you will do is look at this. You drop the perpendicular. You know that this is perpendicular bicycle D, because it's कोई doubt नहीं है. This point D, and this is your. अच्छा, यहाँ पर क्या होगा? Look at this. ये होगा बेटा यहाँ पर. This will be your. ये तो हो गया centroid. क्या हो गया? This is centroid. This is centroid. अब देखो, centroid के ऊपर आएगा आपका H और centroid के नीचे आएगा आपका S. So एक ही लाइन पे आएंगे. तो they will be all coaxial in the same axis, then they will all fall along the same straight line AD. So H, G, and S. And as a matter of fact, you can see from here. अगर हमने देखो बहुत सिंपल सा केस है अगर हमने इसको खींचा ऊपर व्हाट विल हैपन G वही रहेगा G वही रहेगा I ऊपर नहीं G वही नहीं रहेगा G every point will get displaced and G ऊपर आएगा S नीचे जाएगा और H इधर आएगा and this G will divide H and S in the certain ratio that's equal to 1. तो याद रखेंगे आप कि in case of isosceles triangle this is GXY फाइंड करना किसी भी सिचुएशन में GXY फाइंड करना बहुत आसान है बिकॉज़ इसमें कुछ करना नहीं है this is HXY and this is SXY अब सुनिए अगर मान लीजिए if G is known to us and H और S में से दो में से एक पॉइंट पता होगा हमें मालूम होगा then you can find the because by internal division you can always find the coordinates of चाहे H चाहे S चाहे G anything you can find because अगर H और S दिया होगा you can find G अगर मान लीजिए G और S दिया होगा you can find H and vice versa and now the last triangle the third triangle कैसे बनेगा मान लीजिए if we have if we have a triangle which is scaling it's AB this is B this is C with the coordinates x1 y1 this is coordinates x2 y2 y2 and the coordinates of C x3 y3 देखिए बेटा इसमें क्या होगा look at this median will be ये आ गया इसका यहाँ पर ये आ गया यहाँ पर this is your G हो गया यहाँ पर उसके बाद यहाँ पर देखो बेटा ये आ गया परपेंडिकुलर राशि के मैंने कहा था तो मीडियन है मतलब मिड पॉइंट है और परपेंडिकुलर राशि के यहाँ पर ये आपका आ गया पॉइंट क्या आ गया दिस इज व्हाट दिस इज S एंड आल्टीट्यूड आ गया इधर ये आ गया पॉइंट कहीं यहाँ पर तो ये जो 3 पॉइंट्स हैं दे विल अगेन फॉल ऑन दिस लाइन बट this is the axis around which we have all the 3 points G, H, and S. Taking it for a certain head just because this is scaling triangle. इसमें AB is not equal to BC is not equal to CA and इसमें हम ज़्यादातर यूज कर सकते हैं तो ये जो फॉर्मूला मैंने आपको बताया कि G, H, G and S. G divides H and S in the ratio of 2:1. चाहे आपको ये फाइंड करना होगा these two are known you can find out so these are 3 different situations in which we may have to find the various centers मान लीजिए the centroid central orthocenter circumcenter in the equilateral case चाहे आप कोई भी फाइंड करें जो भी आपको करना होता है this is more than anything else I mean it's more than anything else so therefore अगर आपको you have to find चाहे आपको इंसेंटर पूछेगा फाइंड G अगर आपको फाइंड पूछेगा तो फाइंड G S पूछेगा फाइंड G in all the 3 possible cases you can always find G that will be the answer that will be same as the orthocenter center and circumcenter this is the second case this is an isosceles triangle and here you can see that they all fall on the same axis median AD and now H is here G is here and S is here and G divides H and S in the ratio of 2:1 and finally we have a scaling triangle this axis is now tilted because here अगर हमने इसको खींचा तो ये एक्सिस शिफ्ट हो गया this line they will fall on this line but again ratio हमेशा सेम रहेगा 2:1 ratio will not change चाहे कोई सा भी triangle होगा ratio will not change so did you understand that so this is the story of all the centers within a triangle and I believe that you understand it well समझ आ गया आप लोगों को
Yes, sir.
fantastic just a 2-minute break so that I can have water and you also have in the meantime. And our class will be up till 5:30, I believe, right? So let me also see the time. If there is still some more time left, we can continue. Okay, just give me a break of 2 minutes. Okay. So, friends, what is the time? Can anybody of you please tell me the time?
Sir, it's 15 left to 6.
Okay, 15. I mean, is it 5:45?
Yes, sir.
We have exceeded the time. Anyways, not an issue. We can still continue for another 10-15 minutes. Huh? If it is 6, then let me know so that we can have another class. अच्छा मुझे एक चीज बताइए. Right from the beginning till up till now, did you all understand? Because you all know it. ठीक है ना? ऐसा कोई चीज नहीं है कि आपको नहीं पता है. लेकिन but I believe that अगर हम proper चूंकि रिविजन चल रहा है, तो रिविजन को ही proper तरीके से लिया जाए. मुझे लगता है कि उसमें it will be advantageous to you. Okay, in every sense of the term. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि आपका टाइम जा रहा है या ऐसा हो रहा है. No, it will be always beneficial for you. Let us have, once we realize that yes, now we can take off, then we can take off with the question, with the problems, and but concept का होना बहुत important है. I'm just very emphasizing every time कि like concept is very important than problem. Problem can be negotiated, problem can be done, but provided you have the ingrained concepts, if you have it there, then we can negotiate any problem. Doesn't matter like कितना डिफिकल्ट है कितना सिंपल है. सो अब ये तो हुआ अभी सेंटर्स की बात कर रहे हैं हम. ठीक है, तो साथ में ही अब देखिए मैं आपको एक और चीज बताता हूँ कि लाइक this is again an equilateral triangle with the coordinates as x1 y1, not equilateral triangle, let's say that any other triangle, x y2 c x3 y3. So if xi's and yi's belong to integers, I mean they are all integers, means x1 y1 x2 y2 they belong to the set of integers. And now my question is, if they are all integers, can you just imagine this triangle to be an equilateral triangle? Yes or no? बताइए. If the vertices of this triangle are all integers, I mean say that x1, x2, x3 are integers, y1, y2, y3 are integers. So I mean, my question to you is, would this triangle ABC be would there be any possibility that this triangle can ever be a equilateral triangle? हो सकता है क्या equilateral triangle? Equilateral triangle है या नहीं है? Let us see first of all, like, do you know the area of a triangle? Area of a triangle ABC किसके बराबर है? आप बताइए. Area of a triangle किसके बराबर है? x1 y1 x2 and x3 y3. पता है ना? And modulus of this. So जब हम इस एरिया को इवैल्यूएट करेंगे, यहां पर क्या आएगा? अगर मान लीजिए इसका वैल्यू इवन आ गया तो इट विल बी एन इंटीजर. अगर इसका वैल्यू ऑड आ गया तो इट विल बी a rational number. तो in all possible circumstances, let us assume that it will be a rational. Rational number, it will be a fraction of 3 by 2, 15 by 2, 7 by 2, if it happens to be an odd number. लेकिन अगर even होगा in that case also, it will be an integer. Fine. Anyways, fine about this. So we have obtained the area of a triangle like this. Okay, now let's assume, let us assume that triangle ABC is equilateral. अब हमें नहीं मालूम है ये है. हमने मान लिया, चलो भाई मानते हैं कि ये triangle ABC जो है, it's an equilateral triangle. So therefore, आपको पता है area of an equilateral triangle, area of an equilateral triangle ABC किसके बराबर होता है? √3/4 into side square. Okay, √3/4 side square. Side यहाँ पर कोई भी ले लीजिए, that is for example BC का square. Okay, so that is going to be √3/4 BC का square किसके बराबर होगा बताइए? It will be x2 minus x3 का whole square plus y2 minus y3 का whole square. Now अब देखिए, यहाँ देखिए that is equal to √3/4 into ये क्या होगा? क्योंकि x1, x2, x1, x2, x3, x2, x3, y2, y3 are integers, so it's going to be integer. So integer upon this is a rational. इसको 4 को भी इसी के साथ जोड़ दें, it's a rational number. But rational multiplied by irrational is an irrational number, correct? Rational multiplied by irrational number is an irrational number. So therefore, देखिए हमने जो एरिया निकाला है using this formula, we got it to a irrational number. x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y2, they're all integers. So we got this irrational. But on the other hand, when we assume that this triangle ABC they are equilateral triangle, we got it an irrational number. Okay, because √3 is multiplied. This of course will be rational, but this will be. क्योंकि ये पता है आपको this is rational because x1, x2, y2, y3 they are integers, and divided by 4 will be a rational number. Even rational will be a rational number. But when it's multiplied with something irrational like √3, it becomes an irrational number. So therefore, our assumption, what we had assumed, like this triangle is an equilateral triangle, is out of question. So therefore, when the vertices of a triangle ABC are integers, then triangle can never be. The triangle can never be equilateral. ये तो आपका, this is something which you should remember always. क्योंकि कभी मान लीजिए if I have a triangle with the vertices, look at this. यहाँ पर अगर integers हैं, so it sounds a question that triangle can would be a equilateral triangle. लेकिन अगर मान लीजिए if I have a triangle with vertices 0, 0, 2, 0, this is O. This is A, 1√3 and 2, 0. Look at this. इसमें देखिए 0, 0 integers, 2, 0 integers, but 1√3. यहाँ पर √3 की वजह से ये मतलब this is not the case which we were doing just a little bit earlier. यहाँ पर देखो, यहाँ पर there is an irrationality. One of the vertices that is A, जिसमें y coordinate जो है √3 है, तो इसका मतलब हुआ you should always expect. अब देखिए यहाँ पर इसका distance कितना है 2. What is the distance of this 2? What is the distance of this 2? तो it's an equilateral triangle. तो क्योंकि because यहाँ पर देखिए यहाँ पर एक रास्ता बना गया, तो याद रखिएगा for future possibilities. जब भी कभी क्वेश्चन होगा, आपके पास टाइम नहीं होगा, and if there are किसी भी vertex में A, B or C कहीं पर भी there is some irrationality, some irrational axis or ordinate कुछ भी. So if there is something irrational and question is something like कुछ आपको find करना होगा, then you better assume that triangle as an equilateral triangle. So जब हम equilateral triangle को मान चुके हैं, ठीक है ये equilateral triangle है, then there are so many things we can do. We can find the side, we can find the area, we can find the centroid, we can find the orthocenter, we can find anything for that matter. Because equilateral triangle is something very simple. जहाँ पर सारी चीजें कन्वर्ज होती हैं, सेंट्रॉइड भी, सेंटर भी, ऑर्थोसेंटर भी एंड सर्कमसेंटर भी. तो कहने का मतलब हुआ कि अगर if the axis and ordinate of all the three vertices, if they are all integers, then triangle can never be equilateral. That's one thing. Second, if there is some irrational coordinate in any of the vertices of the triangle, then try to assume as far as possible you can do. तो उसमें assume कर सकते हैं that it is an equilateral triangle. ठीक है? I hope you can understand, because देखिए such kind of exam, I believe that JEE mains या advanced की बात करेंगे, तो time is a very big, time बहुत ही कीमती है, and you cannot do it more than 2 minutes, and sometimes you have to, कभी कभार ऐसा we have to एक process के तहत हम वो exam देना पड़ता है, कहीं कम time करके, कहीं पर time बचा के, कहीं दूसरे क्वेश्चन में ज्यादा time यूज करते, so such kind of possibilities you may have to think of yourself, but वो तो वही करें एग्जामिनेशन हॉल के अंदर ही है. लेकिन मैं कह रहा हूँ कुछ शॉर्टकट्स होते हैं, कुछ चीजें होते हैं जो ऑब्जर्वेशन से भी हम देख सकते हैं. मान लीजिए ट्रायंगल देखा आपको, no need to find the orthocenter, no need to find this, you just find this, the centroid. That's the same you're trying. कहने का मतलब ये है कि whenever you can say the time, obviously some shortcut methods are there which you can always use. बात समझ आ गई आपको? Did you all understand? समझ आ गया आप लोग को बच्चे?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh, only 9 participants are there. Were the rest gone?
Maybe they left, sir.
कितने बजे left करें?
Just 5 minutes ago.
Okay, so मुझे लगता है कि time हो चुका है. Actually, the class was up till 5:30, but it extended. Anyways, not an issue. तो लेकिन आप लोगों को समझ आ गई चीजें?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
कोई issue तो नहीं है, कोई doubt तो नहीं है ना?
No, sir, not for now.
So next class we will take some problems and we will take the many more things like transformation of coordinates, like what is axis को transform करेंगे, linear translation and then rotation and many more things are there. ये chapter आहिस्ता आहिस्ता जितना आहिस्ता आहिस्ता बढ़ेगा उतना ही बेहतर होगा, because that way it will be a big help for you all. ऐसा नहीं उड़ाना नहीं है, कोई भी चीज उड़ाना नहीं है, because we have plenty of time. So let's have a bit more patience and deal with the things in a proper manner, right?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic then. Okay, then bye. See you tomorrow. Day after tomorrow on Sunday. The time probably I don't know whether you are knowing the time for Sunday. It is something like, okay, you can ask them. They will tell you. They will let you know about the timings for Sunday, right?
Okay, sir.
See you then. Bye.
Good night, sir.
Good night. Good night.